Hello YouTubers, welcome to PDINA. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you to all of my new subscribers, my old subscribers. Thank you to everybody. I really appreciate you guys, and I always want you to remember this. When you watch my videos, you are supporting my charity. You're supporting my work. You're supporting my work and the work that I provide for young people to get important life skills so they can learn just important social skills. Trying to get ahead in the world, you got to know these social cues and understand how to just be a good person. How to be a good person. And what has happened with Harry and Meghan, what has come out is a clear sign of these two behaving in the worst way. And I'm going to break it down for you. Let's get into it. So this is what has happened, and let's just never forget this. Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan, because I feel wholly in my bones, to the depths of my soul, a woman's intuition is never wrong. I mean, your intuition, period, is a good thing. This is coming from Meghan. You will not believe what they did. You would not believe it, because they're trying to be slick. They're trying to do this PR that is PR, but they're trying to put a spin on it. Like it wasn't us. We didn't do that. But I'm going to tell you how we know it was them. I'm going to break that down. So let me just talk about that. So this is what has happened most recently. Like this just came out today. So you know how they named this royal races, the second royal races in Omid Scobie's book Endgame? Well, now they're saying it was two people. I broke down for you who I thought the two people were in my last video. But this right here takes it to a whole nother level. Because now they're saying in the Dutch version of his book Endgame, they actually named the two royal racists. Oh, yes, they named him. Okay, so let me... I'm going to show you how we know this was from them. Okay, so we know that in Harry and Meghan, they spoke to Oprah in their interview when they talked about the royal family and these alleged racist claims scandal. They're saying that now it's been named in Omid's book, but they're not saying who it is still again. But they want this to be out there. And the only reason why, speaking about what Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan, what she is doing, is because she's trying to be slick in Hollywood right now. And I believe I know who is helping her in Hollywood fuel these racist claims. I'm going to tell you about that too. Okay, so Endgame has been pulled from the bookshelves in the Netherlands after they named two members of the royal household that they said were involved in the conversations about the skin color of the baby Archie, the baby. Okay, so publishers moved to pulp the book after to pull. Why don't they ever catch these typos? Pulp. To pull. Otis. Pull the book. After it was revealed one name had been included in the book with author Scobie claiming it had been a translation error. Oh, really? Oh, man, it was a translation error? We're going to debunk that. Okay, so a second name mentioned in the second account of the incident in a separate chapter has now been spotted. You think you slick. You think you slick, but you're not. You're not. Okay, Endgame describes how we know Meghan sent a letter to her father, they say Charles, before she left the royal family, and she explained she talked about how she knew that there was a problem with unconscious bias, and she wrote a letter to Charles, who at the time was the Prince of Wales. Okay, so she wrote this letter about this at the time. Why would you need to even talk about that? If you really had any idea about black culture, you would know that's not racist, woman. Okay, it ain't racist. Asking about what color the skin may be, you know. And then she tried to say, well, questions or concerns. Woman, you white. Ain't no questions or concerns. You lying. You just lying. But anyway, so as revealed by the Telegraph, the letter was then sent in wake of Harry and Meghan's Oprah Winfrey interview back in March of 2021, in which Meghan alleged that a member of the royal family had speculated about the color of her unborn child's skin color. So Endgame, the royal biographer, was pulled from the bookshelves in the Netherlands after allegedly it named the first person who made the racist comments. So Xander Uitgevers, which has published the Dutch translation version of the book, said on Tuesday that it was temporarily withdrawing the book from the bookshelves in their country. So this right here is making a frenzy for people to find now a book that was bought in the Netherlands so that they can see who the named person was. So there's a couple things going on here. They're trying to get a frenzy going about getting the copy of this book that names these people, the racists in it. And this is nothing more than Harry and Meghan and their PR people plotting this, saying that we're going to have it oopsie doopsie. We're going to put the copy of the royal racists in this book, the copy of the book that is going out into the Netherlands. We're going to actually, we're going to name the royal racist. That's what they're doing. They ain't fooling nobody. They ain't slick. They ain't slick. In an added statement on its website, an error occurred in the Dutch translation and is currently being rectified. It's currently being rectified. Just like how they had the book come out early for Spare in Spain. This is no different. See, Harry and Meghan are in so much trouble with their future. They are desperate. They are coming up with ways to create these frenzies, to create these hiccups, to create these moments that will get them more fervor, to get them more anxiety around the publishing, the releasing of these books so that they can get more excitement around it. And this is nothing more than them doing that. But the whole translation thing is, I'm going to tell you about that. So Scobit told Dutch TV, this is what he said. The book is available in a number of languages, and unfortunately, I can't speak Dutch. Well, didn't nobody expect you to speak Dutch, okay? If you write the book in English. They have translators for that. But anyway, he goes on to say, I haven't seen the copy for myself, but if there have been any translation errors, oops, I'm sure the publisher has got it under control. Then he goes on to say, for me, I edited and wrote the English version. There has never been a version that I've produced that has names in it. Look, Omid, you ain't slick. You are not slick. We're going to break that down. So the issue has been hanging over the royal family since the Oprah interview, with accusations of racism gaining traction around the world. And I'm telling you this, Tyler Perry, I think, has these feelings. And we know that he is in with Meghan and being named the godfather of this child, Lilibet. Okay? So they're fueling it. And it's easy to fuel it here in America because there's so much hiccups around people just doing things that are completely racist and not understanding that that's racist. But this right here about them asking about the color of the child, that is not racist. And I think Meghan is trying to blur the lines here. She is definitely trying to keep the issue of racism alive and well in America. She's trying to do that because it gets her sympathy here. It gets more people that are sympathetic to the plight of the black man in America. It gets them to be sympathetic to a woman that don't even look black. If she keeps these racism claims alive and well and keep people talking about it, although we know she says something completely different, it keeps it going further. And that is so horrible because it puts people in a compromising position that do have real racist claims or racist issues in their own personal lives. And the claims that people have are not looked at seriously because you have people like Meghan Markle who can throw around racist claims out of a pig's butt and want people to take it seriously. And this is so detrimental to the culture of black people that anyone that is black that supports Meghan's stupid racist claims is fueling a false narrative for her to try to gain momentum with her own career in California, in Hollywood. Okay, so we know that in early January in 2023, nearly 2 years after Meghan made the comments in one of the most watched interviews in television history, Harry has claimed that he did not believe that the royal family was racist and had rejected, ideas that had ever even been suggested. And so now we have Harry, who is seeing that his own family now is being caught up in this racist storm that his wife has started. And now he's trying to backtrack it. And there's no backtracking your stupidity, Harry. You said it and you meant it. So when asked if he would not consider that essentially racist, Harry replied, "I wouldn't, not having lived within that family." We all remember that. Okay. All right, so that's the issue with the racism. But what Omid has done here, like what they did with Spare, he has put it in the book for the Dutch Netherlands version. Okay. How you know that this could not have been a mistake is because when you do translations, I've had many translated documents from English to German. I've seen how they do the translations. I'm sure many of you have seen them as well. The people who are certified to do these translations cannot just add information that is not already written in the language in which they are transcribing from. So for him to come out and make it like a oopsie, I don't know how that happened. It really is a nefarious act on their behalf, because the person who has been translating this will get in trouble. They will be accused of implying information that was not in the original version and from which they were translating from. A lot of people are going to get in trouble for this. And you best be believing somebody has the copy of the Dutch version and it is going to get out. And I would not be surprised if it were in Harry and Meghan's camp. This is so deceitful and dishonest of them to make this seem like it was a mistake and they had nothing to do with it. That's pure lies. That's a lie. A bold-faced lie. And lies like this, when you try to accuse people of something and you want it to get out as a oopsie, you are playing a very dangerous game with people's lives. And this is how you know Meghan is the most sadistic person I know out there, because her fame comes above any and everything. She will go to the extremes to hurt people to get what she wants, my opinion. These translations are done very methodically. They are not able to just throw in names off the cuff that aren't already there in the English version, which Omid wrote. Okay, so let's just get that straight. This despicable behavior. Now, going into Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, when he spoke on the Netflix documentary for Harry and Meghan, where he talked about how he would not go to England, and the way he implied it seemed like those racist people, those racist royals who he cannot relate to. And I believe that he is very much on the bandwagon for the racist claims that Meghan is trying to throw out there. You can only imagine the things that they have told Tyler Perry that have not been published to fuel Tyler Perry's idea around racism and the royal family. Enough is enough of your nonsense, Harry and Meghan. You need to stop. You need to stop while you're ahead, because you are getting yourselves in so deep. You don't even realize how your life is going to be completely destroyed by the lies you are creating today. It will catch up with you.